I'm going to do that again.
Okay.
Because I realized I had my volume down hella low.
Yeah.
That's a bad way to intro the podcast because I'm stupid and I would probably keep all this in.
I was wondering about that.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
everybody forget.
Yeah,
Everything you just heard.
forget like the last 40 seconds of this,
Yeah.
and then this is the actual start here.
All right, here we go.
Coming to you live from Fresno, California. This is a copyright suit waiting to happen on the Shenanigoons podcast.
Although that would sound like a cool opening.
Yeah, I would actually really kind of like to have that as the opening, but you know what? I would love to actually do more than maybe 12 seconds of the song, but you know, copyright nonsense, and that at least keeps it distinctive enough, and I would hope they would consider it transformative enough.
Well,
So,
wait. No, this is what we do. So we use that 12 seconds, right?
Yep.
But, you know, like on beat.
Oh yeah, you know that would actually kind of work out pretty well. So what you were telling me to do is actually something a little bit closer to this. Kind of a little bit like that?
Yeah.
Just a little something like that?
Something like that.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's a good way to end the podcast with a slight danger. Also...
Well, I mean,
yeah,
you say we get flagged every episode, so
fucking week. And it's funny because they'll do that on weird episodes. And like sometimes it'll be the most recent episode. Sometimes it'll be like, oh, you've had this episode up with no issues whatsoever for the majority of the time we've been recording, but now we're flagging it. And then it'll just suddenly one time it'll get like 12 at once.
Jesus.
It's really weird. So,
By the way,
I'm just going to call that free use and hope for the best. Worst
there you
case,
go.
I'll cut out the first like minute of this.
but you got to leave this part in. This part explaining.
Explaining this. This will be left in because, of course, the music isn't currently playing. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, just like how I'm gonna see how this goes again. Hold on,
Yep.
guys.
We are currently not drinking energy drinks today. Actually, it's like I have the Pepsi Zero Sugar, Wild Cherry, and Cream, and Jose has that Cherry Float Coca-Cola once more.
Okay, doesn't taste that bad because I took a bigger drink this time.
Yes, I think that one
Yeah.
does need that additional gulp. And obviously, since we're both drinking different brands, not sponsored.
Nope, not
So
sponsored.
maybe one day, and then I'll try any and all of their weird varieties. Although that said, if Pepsi decides to be super cool and just like, oh yeah, you know, we like the cut of your jib, we're going to send you all of our Asian varietal flavors. From all the different Asia markets. That would be glorious, and I would not say no. Because what is it? Some of the like ones that come out of like China and Japan, and even Korea, have some phenomenal cola flavors.
Yeah,
I
I've
love
heard.
them. And then Coke, like since they own Fanta, like the Fanta ones out of like the Asian regions are phenomenal. I mean, they are phenomenal. If you haven't tried them, highly, highly, highly recommend you do.
Well, quickly try the Pepsi.
Interesting. A little bit more kind of on the cream side for the wild cherry and cream. So it's mild. Like the cherry flavor on it kind of does the whole like, oh, there's a cherry in the room. And it's mostly kind of like a little bit of Pepsi with cream flavor. So it's almost like a Pepsi float in a sense. It's a lot like that, actually, except a little bit heavier on the cream flavor.
Yeah.
Which I'm fine with. I don't mind it.
Well, since we are currently taste testing,
Yes.
have something else for you to taste test. Take these.
Ooh, yeah.
So Out right now, especially
Drugs.
because the movie's coming out next month. There's these Masters of the Universe Heroes vs. Villains gummies. Not that type of gummy. Honestly, I initially thought, okay, these were just gonna be subpar, but they're so good. They taste like old school, like you remember when we were kids.
Oh,
gummies.
okay.
They taste like, and they even
Kind of have that mouthfeel.
Yeah, feels like that too.
Okay, well, first one up is Skeletor. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that actually is pretty damn good.
Told you.
It has that almost pseudo marshmallowiness to it as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I quite enjoy that. That's pretty good. And let's see here. We got purple.
Oh,
That's probably
Evelyn.
gonna be Evelyn, and it's going to be probably grape, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
That's actually quite nice. The grape flavor, not overly. It kind of reminds me of what is it called? Almost. It feels a little almost Capri Sun-esque in a sense.
Yeah. Exactly.
So it has that kind of similar flavor where it's not like overly grape flavored, but it has that nice kind of mild grape where it's like, oh, okay, cool. I get a little bit of the candy sugar, but that grape kind of overtone. I like that. And now we have Prince Adam or He-Man.
And obviously he'll be orange. They're color coded, guys. That's why we're saying that.
Not a bad orange, but not my favorite so far.
Honestly, same for me. Like mine are what you're about to do. The
Oh yes, the Sword of Eternia.
yes, which I can't tell if it's cherry or fruit punch. I wonder if it says on the bag, but I don't want to look because I want to see if you can figure it out.
Let me see here. Let's take a little bite here. You know what?
It actually doesn't say on the bag.
This is either a fruit punch or a strawberry.
Okay, I can see it.
But I'm leaning a little bit more towards fruit punch because if it's strawberry, it's kind of like one of those mild strawberry flavors where kind of like the pink Starburst, where it has that like mild flavor to it, but it's not like overly strawberry because like strawberry is a really strong flavor when you actually eat the damn strawberry.
Yeah.
But most strawberry flavoring you end up getting tends to be a lot more like I want to say a little bit more mild. It's like it doesn't smack you in the face as much because it's like lemon lime type things.
Yeah.
Because like lemons and limes, they are very tart. But lemon lime candy, 9 times out of 10, they're not super tart, but you still get the flavor of lemon. Like it reminds you of it.
Indeed.
It's a memory of a lemon.
And so, guys, guess what? We will probably be doing more of these random taste tests as we go on and with episodes.
Oh yeah.
But it's always going to be like something either we've never tried, or it's just like, oh, this random thing that's out right now. Let's see how it is.
Yeah, because why not? It'd be kind of interesting. And on top of that, if it's something that we end up coming across that people have not come across, like it could act as a good recommendation. But that said, one of the things that I am currently waiting on is I have some gamer subs coming in pretty soon.
Oh,
Yes, I'm getting. Let's see. I'm getting the Blowhole Blast flavor, so the Shy Lily flavor, and the raw meat from Papa Meat. But I ended up getting that because, well, it's like I was going, you know what, I haven't gotten any gamer subs in a real long time, and it's like, and I do like the flavors. Way back when they were still, or when they were first really kind of doing like the waifu cups and stuff like that. I ordered the Kaho Shibuya one when she first did hers, way back when. But then I saw like, oh, you know what? It's like I kind of want to get some gamer subs, and like right after I'm thinking about getting it, fucking Cha-Cha, your V-mom, she went ahead and posted this thing like, oh, we're doing a new waifu cup flavor. I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm in the market for a new shaker. And this is the good opportunity to make use of the discount, and B, to get some wonderful flavors that I haven't had a chance to have in quite a long while. So one of these days, once it comes in, because I have to wait for the whole shipping, processing, and production time to finish, because like they never... For those who are uninformed... GamerSupps, when they launch these creator cups and the quote-unquote the waifu cups, aka like the VTuber cups, what ends up happening is they only offer them on pre-order. So when they're not, or when they offer them on pre-order, they have a window. You order within that window, you pay up front, and then once the production or the pre-order window closes, it finishes production, and then after finishing production, then it gets shipped out. So typically at the end of the window, you end up waiting anywhere between 2.5 to 3 months for the cup and product to be shipped out. So I do have a little bit of time additionally to wait for all of that to come in. But once it does come in, I'll bring it over. We'll have a little GamerSupps taste test. See how my people like these flavors, because I think it'll be kind of fun. Especially because, well, let's say I'll get to show off the Cha-Cha cup, and I think everybody's gonna like Blowhole Blast. It's good stuff, because I am a Shy Lily boy. I love Shy Lily. She's fun. But I do need to stall for a few minutes here. And there is a good reason why I have to stall. Because we went right into recording, and I did not give Jose any time to bring everything up. So, in the meantime, while he's bringing everything up that we need to talk about, because there are a few things. Predominantly, one of the biggest things is... we just had CinemaCon, and we weren't there, unfortunately. We will be eventually.
One day we will be there.
But so it wrapped. It is done. Lots of movie news came out of it. Lots of interesting products and stuff related to those movies.
The 44-ounce Sword of Eternia cup.
Love that.
I want that so badly.
Someone's going to fuck it. Someone's going to fuck it. But yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff that comes out of that, and it's good to see. And frankly, you know, we like movies, we like media in general, especially the nerdier the better. And because we are awful people, we can both talk good and bad about it, because that is kind of what I do. That's what I do. But so, really quick, while he does wrap that up, I'm going to give a quick rundown as to why we missed an episode last week. So, the biggest reason why we missed an episode, I had a lot of shit to do. Jose had a lot of shit to do. Josie had exploded yet again. And as you could tell, he has exploded again this week. But not only did I have a lot of shit to do, I still have a lot of shit to do. And with a lot of shit to do, I was also sick. So it was just like a double whammy. I was just absolutely fucked when it came to being sick this last year. It's like I've gotten a head cold like 5 times. I normally get a head cold or some kind of like sinus thing like once a year. But now that I've done student teaching, I've also gotten sick way more, because my body is not used to being around a whole ton of kids at all times. And you know what? I think next year, though, my body will probably be just fine. As long as I, you know, make sure everything gets finished and turned in, then I can actually be all good. That said, I also do have an interesting idea, because this, for those of you, very few of you who do listen that are out of the country, right now we just wrapped up tax season in America. And yeah, it's both a dreadful and a glorious time, depending upon your situation. I got really lucky this year, and I'm going to be getting a pretty decent refund. That said, what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to turn around and I'm going to try to reinvest that into potentially making some content. So I personally have a YouTube channel that I did use kind of like as a VOD channel when I streamed semi-regularly for a little while. And when I say semi-regularly, it was like maybe like once or twice a month.
If that.
Yeah, if that. But like I do have a friend, I should say as a group, we kind of collectively have a friend who works as a video editor, like professionally. And
I know that guy. He's cool.
Yeah, he's
I
a
like
cool
him.
dude. I went to a concert with him.
Alright.
But I'm thinking about approaching him and asking him if he can potentially edit some videos. And so on like the personal channel, of course, that's going to be linked over to this. Once we kind of get more things going, it's like I'll just link them over together through the accounts. I'm thinking about, well, the YouTube channel itself is called John Does Things. So I'm thinking, fuck it. Why not actually do things? Like use that as both a method to explore different stuff, work on different skills that I have, like maybe do do a series of like, hey, follow my art journey with me. Let's create paintings step by step. Let's learn methods, and just kind of like bring chaotic energy to that while I'm in the process of learning how to do things properly or refine little bits and bobs here and there. So I'm thinking about doing that, and because again, reinvest the tax refund this time. So I'm probably going to pick up a little, what is it? What's it called? The Insta360 Action Pro 2. Because good little action cameras, but they have they're relatively cheap in the grand scheme of camera equipment. And frankly, it actually has a pretty good lens on it to where you can do the whole like GoPro style fisheye lens-esque, or super wide angle, I should say. You can do something like that with it, but it also does have a little bit more of a focused angle on it that you can make use of. So I would be able to actually produce videos that don't look like you're taking a bird's eye view from a fly. And you'll actually be able to see what the fuck I'm doing. So that's at least the hope. But that's kind of what I'm thinking about doing. And it's going to, of course, with approaching our friend, it's like I'll tell him, it's like I'll pay you to do this, because like it's extra work for him. He has a family, he has kids. I'm not gonna like take his time and not pay him for it. But I am also a poor boy, so I'm going to ask that he is kind with his time and not ask him to do crazy edits or anything like that. Just edit it as like to make it work for flow and entertaining.
So in other words, star wipes everywhere.
Yeah, star wipes.
And
what is it? The circle fades,
and then the lens flashes.
Oh yeah, it's just like kind of like those old PowerPoint or workplace video transitions where it's like, oh, suddenly it just comes back and it's on a big square and it just rotates over to the next frame.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, just the classic office stuff.
You should do an episode where that actually happens.
Oh no,
it's just nothing but old school transitions.
Oh, I'm going to tell him, it's like, be as degenerate as you want when it comes to editing. Just have fun with the editing, because the biggest thing is like when I'm doing whatever I'm doing for it, because I know some of it's going to be painting, some of it might just be going out shooting photos. Some of it could be just like trying to learn a new skill or trying to like maybe try to like learn a cooking skill or try to learn just do new things, like expand my horizons, then also show people those horizons and those skills. That's kind of what I'm thinking about taking as far as a content path on that particular channel, because I do think that will be something fun to do, and it would also be not only beneficial to me, but also potentially beneficial to other people, especially if they end up connecting with the personality. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about doing, and I think this summer is going to be a perfect time for me to fucking start that. Because I know also with getting that particular camera, it'll also enable us to do a little bit more in the way of video content as well.
Yay!
So it's like, okay, this is just kind of like I'm going to reinvest in this thing, because I think that if we do put in that effort, we can make something a little bit more of this, and potentially, again, tying it back into fucking CinemaCon, give us a lot more legitimacy with our takes and our just general audience reach, because then they'll be able to see who the fuck is yelling at them, and which one of us is actually saying the truly crass things, because for all they know, you're the white boy.
We actually can't argue that.
Exactly.
It's possible. I bet, they're going to see us first on camera, and the first thing they're going to be like, whoa, maybe they should be on the other side of the camera. Second thing will be...
they're not on camera pretty.
The second thing they'll look at you and they'll be like, oh, that's John.
Yeah,
that's John.
Yeah, they'll see me and be like, ah, yes, we're going to cancel that boy later. I'm uncancelable. No, I'm probably very cancelable.
I think at this point in time, everybody is cancelable.
Yeah, and the biggest thing that, again, kind of another little behind the curtain as far as life things go, it's like being a student teacher, and my students have figured out over time, it's like, oh yeah, it's like I do audio work, so it's like I do all the mixing, mastering on this. And they know that I do a podcast, but it's like because of the content and my particular language versus my language when I'm in class, it's like I've had to explicitly tell them a couple times, like, hey, if you stumble upon it while I'm still your student teacher, that's fine, but I cannot tell you what the podcast name is. I cannot tell you that because it's like I'm not even going to lie. It's like the language is very different. It's like it's very much explicit lyrics, effectively. I am night and day different from how I am in class.
All you have to tell them is our album cover would have the explicit lyrics.
Oh yeah,
symbol on it.
There are some students in the class where I know their parent, even though it's teenagers. There are some students where I know that their parents would be kind of like, I don't want you to listen to things like this, or as far as music goes. Like, there wouldn't be... There's kids in the class that I, for one, know that their parents would definitely not let them listen to things like Slayer. So, that being said, it's like I have to keep kind of telling them, I was like, hey, no, I can't tell you what this is. I can't give you the name. It's like I would love the listeners, but I can't give you the name.
Well, one day, like the last day of class, a couple of your students are going to come up and they'll be like, yeah, you were a great teacher. Yeah. They go to shake your hand, and then like time just kind of freeze, and they're like, we found the podcast.
So we know. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, that would be funny, because there are a couple ones that like a couple of them found my Instagram.
Oh wow!
Which was
okay.
Yeah. Well, but then again, that's real easy because my full name.
No,
is
but again,
that.
If that's the case, one of them by the end of the school year is finding the podcast.
Because like they found my Instagram, but they're like, oh, is this your Instagram handle? I'm like, yeah, that's my Instagram handle. It's like it's just all photography. A couple like art pieces I've done, but just all photography.
There's going to be that one kid that just loved the movie Hackers, that he found it, all these years later and fell in love with it. So like he hacked his way into finding the podcast, and it's like,
somehow traced the thread, just pulled at that little thread. until it led all the way to the podcast. Yeah, it's like I could see that happening with like a couple of them. But yeah, so it's some interesting stuff, and life's weird.
Look at us trying to become more. What would you say? More responsible with this.
I know, right?
I think especially think about it, because we're well over 30 episodes now, right?
Yeah, it's like
32 or 33.
Yeah, I think this is actually be a 34. So it would have been 35 had I not been sick as shit.
Yeah, so think about episode 1 through, let's say, 1 through 10, where it was really just random, whatever we wanted. You were doing your best to not get canceled.
Yeah, no kidding.
And then I would say like 11 to now, we're definitely different.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's like we have the energy is still there, and there's still that chaos of it all, but we have kind of figured out like a decent flow for this, and I think that was necessary, and we have gone through the growing pains. Excuse me, as far as a podcast goes, but I think we've finally kind of found like a good groove for right now, at least.
Speaking of pain, I imagine last week Isaiah went nuts.
Huh, yeah.
Where's the episode?
Where? I haven't been called bitch ass tonight.
Bitch ass Isaiah.
There we go. Yeah. No, that'll appease him.
There you go. That right there. He's like, oh, I'm good.
Yeah,
I got my
the
fix.
heart stopped fluttering. His pulse went back down to normal rate.
But yeah, like
eyes stopped dilating.
Like John said, he needed to stall for a moment. So the way that we do it, kind of pulling the curtain back, we have this little group text between us, or group chat between us, and anytime we find any type of story, doesn't matter if it's movies, video games, comic books, music, whatever, like if we think it's interesting to talk about, we put it in there. So we essentially had 2 weeks worth, and I know we're not even covering everything, but I pulled up all the ones we have. They're in random order. I don't remember how I selected them. So yeah, I like how you said we had structure, and this episode's about to be like, oh, they're talking about this, now they're talking about that, now they're talking about that, you know. So with that being said, because I'm also going to pick at random, I'm not just going down the line.
Oh, you slut.
So
saucy slut.
First one. Oh, hey, yes. Okay, cool. We can kind of get this out of the way.
Oh yeah, it's like we did kind of start with the taste test, and this was involved in the taste test.
So I know we kind of talked a little bit about it a couple episodes ago, but obviously they're amping up marketing, which I think they're doing a really good job for Masters of the Universe. I know there's somebody out there that hates that we talk about it. Deal with it, or go listen to something else.
But don't really go.
Yeah. Please don't go somewhere else. We really need you. We love you. We respect you.
I need the listening hours, please.
Please, for the love of God. So you know the standees that they have at movie theaters.
Oh yeah.
Not that long ago, they released one that finally showed Battle Cat in his armor.
And it looks great.
It looks amazing. It literally looks like they took Battle Cat from the show and like, here, now you're here, and be awesome.
Yeah, it's like one of the things that I was really, really skeptical when the movie was first announced, as far as like how true to anything are they going to be. And so far, everything that I have seen come out, it's filled me with a youthful glee. All the characters, they did a very good job at trying to keep them true to the origins. And even if they look a little silly, but that's kind of the beauty of it. It's like they might look a little silly, but it still looks good. They did their job. They did their homework. It looks wonderful.
Apparently, because they showed, I think, 20 minutes of footage.
Yeah.
Like a couple different scenes. If what I saw on this video being described is correct, they did change something in the lore that's going to be interesting, and I think a lot of people aren't going to like it. I don't want to say what it is because, you know, it could be something different, and spoilers, obviously.
Yeah.
But because obviously we're going to go see it. When we see it, when the moment happens, I'll let you know if that was the moment or not, and then see what you think about it.
Okay.
And have you
This pleases
seen
me.
the popcorn buckets for this?
Oh, I am in love.
They have Castle Grayskull. They have Skeletor's head with glowing eyes, and apparently the mouth moves.
That's dangerous.
I know. If you're bold enough.
The internet knows what to do with that one.
Exactly. Then there is Skeletor's throne, which apparently it's this huge one, and then the back of it opens for the popcorn.
Huh.
Then there is a battle cat.
The internet's going to do terrible things with that too.
And then, of course, there's the 44-ounce sword for your drink.
Yeah, and again, terrible things will happen with that.
And then, of course, they have 2 cups that have the little figures that you can sit on top. One that has Snake Mountain on it, and then one that has like He-Man's the H.
Oh, okay.
The plate, yeah. So
That's
it's like
kind of cool. I like that.
So, but apparently, all of these are connected solely or mainly to AMC.
Damn it, we don't have an AMC locally.
I thought we did.
No, I don't think we do. Well,
damn.
we might have something that's AMC affiliated because the only other theaters that aren't Regal in the area are Maya, the Sierra Vista, and Manchester, I believe. Because all the rest of them, I think, are Regal,
You know what? Hold on.
which is unfortunate. But yeah, it's like it'll be interesting to see if we do have an AMC locally because I don't think we do.
We do.
Do we truly? Because one of them says Regal.
Yeah. Hold on.
Maya might be because I know Sierra Vista is Santa Rosa. They're owned by Santa Rosa Cinema something or other. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Worst case, it comes out in fucking summer. We can go to an AMC.
Oh, yes.
We'll just make a fucking drive. You, me, Josie, we'll have a field trip. We're gonna go to the AMC. We'll watch the movie. We'll get the popcorn buckets. I will get the sword because I just have to. And then it'll be really funny to swing a sword around that's sloshing.
The funniest thing is the liquid in it would make it heavy.
So it's like it's just gonna be a sloshy sword that I'm gonna swing around for a little while until I actually start drinking it. But yeah, we'll go. We'll see it. We'll report back. We have till beginning of June.
Yeah, because May 8th is when it comes out. But okay, so that was that. Next up. Oh, yes. We're going to kind of dabble into some horror for a moment. James Wan apparently is still developing his H.P. Lovecraft's Call of Cthulhu.
And that is, when I heard that, I was both like yay and also like no, please be good, because like Call of Cthulhu or just Lovecraft's work, you can always say whatever you want about Lovecraft as a person. He had some shitty views. Do not look up his cat's name, but there was a lot of issues surrounding him that weren't related to his views that kind of shaped his views, but he did a great job at kind of describing the undescribable, if you can say it that way, where it's like there's this massive unknowable, or just you, for whatever reason, when you see it, you can't really truly fully comprehend the scope of this horror, so you don't necessarily have the vocabulary to describe it precisely, but you can kind of describe it. And that's the type of horror that he did, the cosmic horror, that beyond horror. But with that, I like James Wan as a director. I do. He's done some really interesting stuff. But when you go and get like a director that's done some really good stuff, and then you have them take like a legacy property that is highly well known and highly well regarded, that adds some danger. That adds a lot of danger to it to me. Because like, okay, if this doesn't go well, this can be really bad. And a lot of Cthulhu stuff, especially Cthulhu-related stuff in the cosmic horror genre, has not always had a great history of being adapted well.
Funny enough, so according to James Wan, Lovecraftian films are not cheap movies. What else? Admitting... well, hold on here. Let me just read it verbatim. Lovecraftian films are not cheap movies, said Wan in an interview with Screen Rant, further admitting them to be very hard to try and get them off the ground. Wan concluded by assuring, I'm just going to keep chipping away at it.
And, that's kind of nice.
Yeah.
I do like that.
I like the fact that he knows there is a challenge to it. It's not like, oh, God, don't worry, guys, I got it. Like no, he understands, like, no, this is not going to be...
And this is really kind of funny because I think one of the best Cthulhu movies that has been released in recent history was something that was not even marketed as a Cthulhu movie.
Are you talking about the one with Kristen Stewart?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, exactly.
It's like I'm not a huge fan of Kristen Stewart as an actress, especially prior to then, because most of the roles that she had been in have been kind of like the same characters over.
Yeah,
and over
just
and
kind
over.
of different little things
But
here and there.
that one, it's like, I was kind of like, okay, this has my interest, but then I waited, and then I heard some like rumblings about like, oh, this is actually really pretty good. So I'm like, you know what? I'll give it a shot. Watched. I'm like, that is easily one of the best like kind of cosmic horror Cthulhu movies that I've seen like ever. She did like the production staff, the writers, all of it. They did a great job.
I love the fact that when I watched that, because I ended up watching it at home on whatever streaming service it was on at the time. And, I'm watching it. I'm like, okay, cool. Interesting. And, I'm over here like, what's the big reveal? What is it going to be? Is it going to be like this was all in her head and, she's like in a mental institution or something? Because they do kind of play with that mentally she's a little unstable because she lost her person prior to being there. So that's kind of where I'm going. But then, they go out into they put the suits on, they go out. And they're physically being attacked by these creatures. I'm like, okay, no, there really is something there. And then lo and behold, at the end, the big reveal.
Oh.
And literally, I just yelled out, "It's Cthulhu!" I yelled that out loud because it was a good reveal. It was a really good reveal. And yeah, at the end, when they're talking about like, oh, the disaster and everything, and creatures reported, blah, blah, blah. It's like, this is one of those movies that you could have done more with. And I'm so upset that you didn't. But
yeah, it was wonderful. And I'm kind of hoping that this takes a page out of that handbook in a sense, because Call of Cthulhu has been adapted, especially in video games.
Yeah, so many different times.
All different types of media. So it's like we're like, as an audience, especially if you're in the horror scene, you're very familiar. You probably are very familiar with this. So to do a film adaptation of Call of Cthulhu, I sincerely hope for the best, because this is probably going to be the big screen version of Cthulhu.
Yeah.
And we haven't had, like, outside of literally underwater, we haven't had like a big screen kind of Cthulhu movie, I think, practically ever.
The only other Cthulhu-esque movie that I thought was good was way back in the day. It was not in theaters. It was back in the day when Sci-Fi Channel was producing their own movies and making a big spectacle.
Yes.
The movie Dagon.
Yeah, they got the license for that. Put that on. Dagon. It's so fucking bad, but it's so fun.
No, but the thing
so
is, it's
fun.
like it basically is Call of Cthulhu. I'm pretty sure they just didn't have the rights to call it that.
Well, what it is Dagon and like a lot of the deep ones and such like that. They're they're Cthulhu adjacent.
Oh, okay.
Because he's like another one of the elder elder god type creatures in that mythos. And he, like, both of them, they have like their own fish people and shit like that. But Dagon, I very much liked that because it was dumb as shit. But it was so fun to watch.
Well, because it's one of those things where
especially the end where they're like, oh, the pool of water at the end where the girl and all that are in there, and like they sacrifice that other person. He's initially like no, but then he finally just goes in, heeds the call, and then he's in there, and because it was all like an Italian village on top of that.
Some random out of nowhere village,
and the girl is just kind of like basically kind of like a mermaid, so it's like they kind of like made it mermaid-esque in a sense. That was good shit. I really liked it. If anybody has the time,
please watch
I do
it.
recommend watching Dagon. It again really stupid, but it's really fun to watch.
Maybe have a few drinks with you, and it'll be a fun time.
Oh yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time.
If you don't have fun, it's not our fault.
Yeah, it's like at that point, blame your personality.
All right, so here we go. Next one. Oh yeah. Wow, these topics really are spread out randomly.
Yeah, no kidding. It's like that is a smattering of things going on.
Yeah, so this I actually like. I think this is a good pick.
Yeah, honestly, this is good casting. I do agree.
So everybody remembers the Batman.
The Pattinson Batman.
Yeah, the Pattinson. Well, we already know Harvey Dent is going to be in the movie. Apparently, Harvey Dent, and I know they've been slowly adding more. Oh my God. Well, anyways, Sebastian Stan. Oh my God, what's his name in Marvel?
Winter Soldier.
Thank you, Winter Soldier. He has been cast, and it actually has officially been confirmed that he has been cast as Harvey Dent.
It's like that. I do like that casting quite a bit, actually.
For the sequel for the Batman.
That is good stuff.
Now, my thing is, Two-Face is my favorite Batman rogue. He's always been my favorite Batman rogue. So now I want to see what they're going to do with this. Are we going to get the full, by the end of the movie, he's now Two-Face? Or is it going to be one of those things where they lead up to it and we slowly see him, struggling? Because Batman the Animated Series did a great job when they revealed him that his whole life he's been struggling with having this second personality within him. Because when he gets angry and so forth, so he always tries to be calm, cool, collective. And then, the accident happens, and then it essentially comes out. The disfigured face is his alternate ego. So now I'm wondering for this one, because of the fact that the Batman is more grounded, are they going to go that route where we're seeing him kind of struggling with, I guess you could say, those anger issues, potentially leading to, he actually has a split personality?
That could be an interesting way to explore the character.
And then are they going to have it to where the movie ends and Harvey's still Harvey, but then, when everybody turns around, you just see him take the coin out and flip it.
What I think would be pretty interesting is, because everybody knows Harvey Dent is Two-Face, is have that be almost a tick of his in a sense, where he's always flipping the coin. One way or the other, it's just kind of it seems like just a casual thing. He's just kind of doing it. But have him pay attention to the coin as he's talking or doing things with it, as he's just playing with it, doing the little flips and such. And don't put a lot of focus on it, but kind of keep him as a character that's a little kind of middling. So not quite sure if he's all good or all bad or both. So just kind of keep him in the middle a little bit until a crucial moment where he has to make a very specific call, and then that's where you see the actual real switch. Because most of the stuff that he's going to have to do up to that point, make that not necessarily consequential, but that one moment that's consequential is where you see the villain side really take hold.
Yeah, especially since it is rumored that Scarlett Johansson is going to be playing Gilda Dent, his wife.
Interesting. That could be pretty good, actually.
Yeah. And there was another announcement today. Correct me if I'm wrong. Charles Dance, he was in Game of Thrones, right?
Yeah. I think that was his name. Yeah.
He's apparently been cast as a role. And this movie, they're really building this movie up. Like, this is going to have a stacked, like, cast.
Yeah, this does seem like right now, the way it's building up and with the casting that they're doing, this very well could be a very, very solid Batman movie. I fully approve. And I guess we should move on to our next topic, which is if you grew up and you liked comedy about combing the desert and ain't finding
Literally.
shit, then this is for you. In a few short days, it will be only a year until the official release of Spaceballs 2.
The official title being Spaceballs 2, the new one.
It's going to be a beautiful thing.
Yes, it is going to be amazing.
I have no reservations about this. Mel Brooks, he's a wonderful comedy writer. He's a wonderful comedian. He's old as dirt, but he has still got it. And I do think that this is going to be a wonderful kind of reintroduction to him to a lot more audiences that wouldn't have been familiar with him.
Indeed.
Because Spaceballs, the first one,
it's
phenomenal.
beautiful. It's beautiful all
It's
around. It's hilarious.
Practically all the movies that he has done in general are all just wildly funny. And the best part is the humor can, if you hear some of the humor out of context, it's like, ooh, that's kind of a little potentially mean-spirited or a little bit too crass and not socially aware. But it's like, no, it's actually all hyper socially aware, even for the time period.
Exactly.
But I am so looking forward to that. I'm very happy that we have a release date for it, even though it's a year and a few days out.
You know what? I will take it because this year alone, oh my God. I mean, there's some trailers that we have to talk about that, this year's already stacked. Starting next month, there's at least one movie each month that we've talked about having interest in seeing.
Yeah.
To the end of the year, from starting next month.
Oof.
Yeah, so
fucking theaters getting my money.
I know, right? So yes, again, with you, 100% looking forward to this. At CinemaCon, they did do interviews. It was him. Oh God, I am bad with names. Anyways, him, the actors that played Lone Star.
Pullman.
Thank you.
Yeah.
His son, who is apparently Lone Star's son in the new movie. Princess Vespa.
I do not remember her name.
Yeah, I cannot remember her name to save my life. Like I said, Mel Brooks. Josh Gad, and then the director was there too.
Nice.
And apparently, one of the things that the actress that played Princess Vespa, who is now, to my understanding, Queen Vespa, which you gotta love it.
Makes sense.
They said that one of the things that they loved coming back and feeling the energy that everybody once had coming back in, but that, the new cast that's there brought an energy to it. And then how Josh Gad actually helped write the script.
Oh, interesting. Nice.
Yeah. So the little snowman got a job outside of Disney. And so, yeah, apparently that he understood Mel Brooks' humor. He understood this and the other, and he took a lot of notes from Mel, because Mel obviously was there too. And so from the little bits of the interviews that I've been seeing from CinemaCon, I am so, this is up there.
Yeah, it's the hype level.
Yeah, up there, in the top 10 for next year.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
Well, and right before we move on to our next topic, it is time for a brief intermission, brought to you by Bladders. I haven't even been awake long enough to have that much piss. I haven't.
That was your reserves.
Yeah, it was just I was holding on to it from yesterday for the right time.
Just in case, you know.
Oh, of course. So back on topic though.
Yes. So now we're gonna
Actually, to kind of go along with the line of pissing yourself, more horror news.
Yeah, no, that fits. So Simon Rex joins Takashi Miike's untitled possession horror film. This hot off the drama, the movie, Simon Rex has officially joined the cast of legendary horror director Takashi Miike's upcoming untitled possession film, starring alongside Charlie XCX, Millie Alcock, Norman Reedus, Kiko Mizuhara, Haley Benton Gates, and Sho Kasamatsu, and a stacked international lineup. First off, just take my money. Just take my money.
Yeah, it's well, first off, it's like gotta love Charlie XCX.
Oh yeah.
So
But wait, here real
first
quick.
off, that already sells me. Besides
Yeah.
that, and then second thing that sells me is Takashi Miike, because like I love his catalog of movies.
Yeah, and then so check this out. The movie follows three best friends who reunite in Kyoto for what's meant to be a carefree girls' trip, but when Katie, played by Charlie XCX, becomes possessed by a violent, tortured spirit, their getaway spirals into a terrifying nightmare rooted in classic Japanese horror tradition. So basically, this is your movie.
Yes.
100%. This is made for you. They were like, John, you.
Yeah, this is absolutely like made for me. I think Takashi Miike knows that I love his movies, and he's kind of like, you know what? Let's make one for him.
Just for him. No one else. Just for him. In fact, we're going to make it and we're just going to send it to him. We're not even going to put it in theaters. It's literally, we're making it just for John.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely. Just
And then he's going to
made
force,
specifically for me.
and then he's going to force Jose and Josie to watch it.
Yeah, it's kind of what I do. But yeah, it's like if it's even remotely close to the caliber of like Audition or even Dead or Alive.
Yeah.
Because even though, like, when I say like close to the quality of Dead or Alive, if somebody watches Dead or Alive right now, they're gonna see that it's like overall, or even Itchy the Killer, it's like the quality of the films will seem hyper low budget.
Oh, and production is now underway in Japan, by the way.
They're massively entertaining and very good. And Takashi Miike pulls no punches. He
Nope.
pulls
No,
zero
he doesn't.
punches when it comes to filmmaking, and especially when it's horror related. It's wonderful. I love it. It's like I'm all in on this. I am all in on this.
Me too. Let's see what's next. Oh, we're staying in horror again.
Yay! But this is just good times for pretty much everybody, especially if you were a gamer in the past several years and you liked a very particular game of the year. The live action Elden Ring is in production. It is like in pre-production. There's some screens out there for some of the set design already, and it looks phenomenal. It's like they're doing a really, really good job with the set design. It is an A24 production, so I have a lot of hope that this will be really good. But it'll be interesting to see how or what they want to do with it. Like, are they going to just kind of follow like a very basic path through things? Or
It's
is it going to be
literally
kind of
just-
a grand journey, or is it going to be more about just kind of not necessarily kind of lighting the Erd tree or anything like that, but more kind of about the moral dilemma there with a little bit more of the horrifying elements. So,
No,
we'll see.
that's nothing what this movie is going to be about. This movie is going to be about this lonely traveler who acquires the most deaths in movie history, and he's just so frustrated and over it. That's all it's gonna be.
What would be really funny is if they actually do utilize that mechanic of the fact that it's like, oh, you technically cannot die.
They are, because other movies have already used that mechanic where somebody dies, gets back up later. You know, what was it? Live, Die, Repeat.
Well, that one, but that's
And-
more like a time loop thing in a sense.
Yeah, but it's still kind of the same thing.
It would be kind of interesting to kind of see that in this if they do make use of that particular mechanic from the games into the movie. That could end up being actually really fucking funny.
What would be funny is, so we get to the climax of the movie, right? He finally gets to, what was her name, the final boss?
Oh, for this one, technically,
Or whoever the final boss is.
you have the Elden Beast, but you also have Ratigan, and with Ratigan is also actually Queen Marika.
Yeah, so
because
it
they're the same person. They just, since they're technically a semi-divine being, they just changed their genders and all that.
It's just so that'd be so great. Climax of the film gets there, about to, final battle about to start. He just gets killed by a random skelly, and then when it cuts back, when he comes in, he's just so mad. He's like, God, nah.
It's like he was was about to strike the final blow on Ratigan, and then it's just like a little skeleton comes up from behind, backstabs him, and it's just kind of, gotcha, bitch. But he has like a red glow, so it's actually an invader.
Yeah.
Oh no, that would be so fucking funny. Red glowy enemy in the movie. It's actually just an invader from another movie. It's fucking John Wick.
Oh, well, I don't think I have it marked up here, but this does remind me. It got announced. Not another Bloodborne game. Fuck you guys on that.
Yeah,
An animated movie
that is true.
from Sony and being produced by Jacksepticeye.
Yeah, that's finally.
I've already made my prediction for it. It's literally just going to be him playing
Let's
it.
Play,
It's
yeah.
a Let's Play.
It's a 2 to 3 hour.
But you know the
Let's Play.
funniest thing? I guarantee you
would still
nowadays,
do well.
that would sell. That would sell so hard. Because think about the communal aspect of going in a theater just to watch a Let's Play of somebody you love.
True.
That would be...
It's like
I'd go
could
watch
see
it.
I could see that being at least moderately successful as far as a film goes, and it'd also be really low overhead for the filmmakers.
Exactly.
But,
But it is going to be an animated film, which that's what excites me.
Yeah, it's
Because
like,
now they can really, really go in.
Yeah, it's like they can go in really, really hard with the violence on that. They could in live action, but with live action, you also get the CGI, and the CGI typically doesn't hold up as well over time.
Exactly.
Typically.
So
I still think one of the worst CGI shots I've ever seen was actually in a Marvel movie. The very end of, what was it? Avengers Infinity War?
Oh, the Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah. That was one of the one of the
Really?
worst compositing jobs I think I've ever seen in a
Have you
major
never
motion picture.
Have you never seen Blade 2?
Well, Blade 2, but that was also for its time not bad. It was bad, but it wasn't that bad at the time.
Okay, fair enough.
That was just kind of like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
Come on. It's like you have Disney money. you have fucking Disney money here.
Like, we already used it all.
Yeah, it's like that's kind of what it felt like. Is like the literal last scene of the movie. That's kind of like we used up the rest of the budget. Crap, they're not going to pay attention to Ruffalo, and then it's like he's the one that stands out.
Like, we see him.
Ugh.
But so on top of that, funny enough, so this other thing that I'm about to bring up, not connected to them, but does actually fit the gothic horror theme really well. So back in my day, and John's, there was an OG vampire hunter. Yeah. And we thought the last time we would ever see him in animated form was Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust, which
was
is
very good.
an amazing anime. Like, dear God, please, if you've never seen that, look it up. It is so good.
That's like both the animated movies that were released. I highly recommend Vampire Hunter.
And
D.
the original one, the 90s one, that's
yeah.
just pure anime, 90s anime, 100%.
It was a beautiful thing. And then even because I think Bloodlines was released in 2000 or 2001 or something like that.
Yeah, Bloodlust was 2001 or yeah, around that time.
Yeah, kind of like around our high school years.
Yeah, around our high school. And so it's been announced a new project is confirmed to be being worked on.
Oh, that
so
makes
we
me
are
so
going to
happy.
get one more. One of the going rumors is that this movie is going to cover the novel where he actually enters the dystopian America.
Interesting. I am looking forward to that.
So that'll be interesting because I remember reading that back in the day. That has a really cool story to it. So,
oh yeah, it's Vampire Hunter D is just in general very good at everything.
Oh,
it
yeah.
does tension well. There are parts of it that are highly memeable. Like, I mean, for Bloodlust, it's like you have one of the most memeable moments. It's like that little gremlin fucking vampire.
The leader of the Barbaroi.
Yeah. Well, it just kind of pops out, like right after somebody tells Vamp or D something, and it just little pops out of the side. Just cuts to the
Yes. Now I
just
know.
goes
what you're talking
away.
about.
It's like it just cuts, like smash cut to that, smash cut back, and just like the fuck. But so it has moments like that. So it has its goofiness to it at times, but especially like out of context, it can be really goofy. But like each bit of media that has been released about it, whether it's in the novel they've done
some
manga for
yeah.
it, or the movies, it's all been like fucking stellar. And it's like
Even the
art-
PlayStation game.
Oh yeah, it's like Amano being kind of like the character designer behind him. Or for those who don't know, Amano is Yoshitaka Amano. He's probably best known for Final Fantasy artwork, especially like a lot of the early Final Fantasy artwork where it was very intricate and highly detailed and kind of very stylized. Even all the male characters did have a little bit of a feminine quality, but it was very like a sharp feminine quality to the faces and such. But he has a very distinctive art style, and it's beautiful. That said, everything revolving around that. So as long as they keep the art style for it too, I'm going to be 100% sold. It's like that's just
seriously.
going to be beautiful thing.
Yeah. And then just a little quick one. Season 3 for the live action One Piece did get announced, and the subtitle is The Battle for Alabasta. So we're gonna essentially get the whole Alabasta arc in there, which I'm looking forward to. Season 2 was great. Dear God, the last 2 episodes. If you're a fan of One Piece and you're a fan of like Chopper, it's getting you in the feels, 100%. But it's good, and Chopper looks great even when he does his transformation. He does all 3 forms. You know, the little Chopper that everybody loves, the deer, and then the human. Well, even though some people said the human one was a little offsetting because he's all
uncanny.
big. Well, not uncanny. It's more so he's big and burly and you know, stacked, but he still has the softer Chopper voice.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And you know, I didn't mind it, but I could see why people would.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes total sense to me.
Oh,
and
no,
then what is that?
We talked about that a while
Yeah,
back.
we talked about that one.
This
for
one.
those who are unaware, what we were talking about there and why we're just glossing over this next topic is because it is another Ace Combat.
It looks good.
It looks very
good. Really good, but you know,
But
I don't
we've
know.
talked about it.
Yeah, and I don't know how many Ace Combat fans are really still around.
Yeah, it's like most of them are dead.
But got some good news for one of our favorite shows.
Yeah, one of the shows we kind of started building the podcast on top of. For
I know,
fuck's
right?
sake.
That would be hilarious one day if we just get an email from Fox being like, "Hey, do you guys just want to come to the set and see everything?"
Oh, I'd fucking
Oh,
do that in a
100%.
heartbeat.
Yeah.
It's like whatever I'm doing that week. It's like, I'm
Nope.
sorry, not doing it anymore. I'm going to see. I'm going to set. But yeah, Alien Earth season 2 is not only a go because we did get that from the actress for Wendy, but we got Peter Dinklage being added to the cast, and that can be real interesting. Because some people don't like his personality, but as an actor, I think he's really quite good, and I think he'll be a very good addition to the show.
There's no way there's no way they are gonna make him a good guy. He's a villain, 100%. I will put $100 down. We have the recording, so we can come back to it. He's a villain.
Oh, no, absolutely. He's going to be a villain. He's going to be one of those characters that is almost kind of like how Boy Genius was in the beginning, where he does have that feeling of like, oh, so he might not be full villain.
Yeah.
But then you're going to find out it's like, no, they're totally full villain. So I think he's going to come in altruistic, but then immediately, like once the opportunity arises, boom, he's going to flip the switch and double cross everybody. I do think that that's like how his character is going to be written.
Oh, 100%.
Like just as pure speculation. I think that's how they're going to write his character, and I'm here for it.
That or they're going to do a cool twist where it's like, oh, Boy Genius, remember when you talked about killing your dad? You didn't kill him. And he's
his dad. Oh, yeah. That could be kind of funny.
He just walks into the room. Will you put some damn shoes on?
Oh, I would love that.
That would be amazing. Yes. So, moving on. So this right now is just rumored. There's no confirmation of it. But apparently Odessa Zion is eyed for the role of Marvel Studios X-Men for the role of Rogue.
I'm not super familiar with her as an actress. I've seen her pop up.
She was recently in Marty Supreme.
Yeah, it's like I've seen her pop up here and there. And I know that she's like has a social media presence as well, and that's primarily where I have seen her. She'll be popping up on like news clips like that, or articles about X, Y, or Z thing. Like she says one thing about another. But I'm not super familiar with her acting. From a look standpoint alone, when they have the photo that they had, and then of her right there, and then of course the Rogue image behind her, so they're
it looks
kind of
like
juxtaposing the two. It's like I can see her in that role from just a look standpoint, because it's kind of like, okay, she can look the part for it. And if she was in Marty Supreme, because I would like to see that. I haven't seen it yet, and I've heard a lot of really good things. And I've heard a lot of good things about pretty much all of the acting roles in it too. So that means that she probably did a pretty damn good job in that. That means that she will more likely than not have the chops to pull that off. So I could see it. I could see that working. However, I do wish that they had picked a photo to juxtapose where she had more kind of the like a red hair or more of an auburn hair, because I know that she's not. That's not. I don't think that's her natural color.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, or even if they just done like a brief edit or something like that, so you can kind of see it's like, oh, maybe if you could do like a 1-to-1 situation, but I could see that working out pretty well. And I do hope when it comes to overall casting for X-Men, when they finally do enter full production,
pulling them in.
The only characters I really do not give a shit about being in the X-Men movie are unfortunately some of the more popular characters. I would truly like to see them utilize slightly lesser known X-Men, or if they're going to have Scott Summers. So I really do not like Cyclops as a character. Never have, never will.
Same.
If they use Scott, have him be in a more kind of like, not necessarily, I don't want to call it a fatherly role, but have him be kind of like almost in an Xavier role in a sense, where he's kind of like the leader, but not quite an active from the front leader anymore. So he's not necessarily a focal point in the story, because again, I just really don't like Cyclops as a character. And then I want nothing more to do with Jean Grey. I am so tired of like the Summers and Jean Grey bullshit.
Too bad you're getting that.
And even though I do like Wolverine as a character, lay off. Like, don't focus on Wolverine. Don't have a focus on Wolverine. Try to find your footing without relying on like the big mainstay characters that people are always like, I want to see this, I want to see that. I mean, that would probably be for the best for not only the film, but for the X-Men franchise in general.
I would like to see, like you said, it's not the mainstays. Well, you can have like one or two. Obviously, you would need to. They're either mentoring or whatever.
Yeah, it's like I could see
they like have like
even though
Beast.
again, I really don't want Scott Summers or Cyclops to be really involved. It's like I could see him in like a mentor role, like Beast.
Something like that.
Even Colossus, I could see him kind of as like a very mentor.
Yeah, exactly. And then
role.
and it leads up to where at the end of the movie, obviously, because they got to do the after credits scene. After credits. Harley rolls up to the gate, and then it pans back, and then you see Wolverine.
Yeah, it's like
doing
something like that.
Do something where, like you said, oh, this movie isn't focusing on this X-Men. No, you're focusing on the group.
Yeah, it's
and then one of the fan favorites
does make
an appearance. All the other fan favorites were trickled in there, like you said, they're more in the background, but then. The one that everybody like, oh, who's gonna play him? Who's gonna play him? Yeah. You show him roll up on a bike. Maybe you show his face, maybe you don't. Maybe you tease it, some way, shape, or form. Maybe you just the whole claws come out like when he gets there type thing, kind of like, oh, it's Wolverine, and it cuts out. And then that way, the next movie, again, don't suddenly make it about him, but now he's incorporated, kind of like the other ones are. Yeah, he could be maybe a little bit more of a major role, but like you said, oh, he's there. Maybe he's come back. He went somewhere. He came back, and now he's into a teaching role.
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
kind of
Like
what
happens,
I'm hoping for.
Like in the comics, a lot of the comics nowadays, to my understanding,
he's kind of a class leader, effectively.
Yeah, so kind of do that
when they're not doing the Krakoa bullshit. It's like, my God, there were so many things I can go off on with the X-Men comics that were just absolute dog shit as far as writing and longevity for the series. But
we'll do a comic episode at some point.
We'll have to, because like I have words about the X-Men comics. But yeah, it's like I think that would be great. Like having like the old heads of the X-Men basically be like the background, the mentor roles. Because even then, there are characters that have been in X-Men for decades that never really got a huge chance to shine. And I think that this would be a good opportunity to pull some of those characters and actually have them lead a team with just like the old mainstays being like as support.
And the good thing on the production wise, you have the younger X-Men. So now, oh look, we're doing 5 X-Men movies. Cool. None of them are going to age out. Maybe some of the classic characters might age out. You might say, oh, well, Scott retired. Him and Jean are, now they're on vacation somewhere.
Like never mention Jean Grey. It's like have that be a sore spot for him, because just like keep that storyline as far the fuck away from the films as possible.
Yeah, no, but that's no, it's not like a main part, but just like this is why Cyclops is not in the third movie, because he retired. Him and his family are off.
They went to space.
Yeah, there you go.
They're visiting Charles in space with the Shi'ar Empire.
Yeah, but but funny enough, we say that as a joke, but they could
feasibly do it,
and so that would be cool.
That would be fine with me. It's like, but yeah, again, as long as they keep like the overall Summers family storylines as far away from the movies as possible, because I think that they are the least compelling storylines that were ever written in X-Men. But that could also be because I just have like for whatever reason, a natural aversion to Scott Summers. Outside of in the fucking Marvel vs. Capcom 2, where he is actually like a supremely good character.
I hated him in that game. I still do.
Oh, it's like I hate him, but he's a supremely good character, obviously. Honestly. But it's unfortunate.
Yes. So no more love for X-Men. We move on now. A teaser was dropped for Eli Roth. Again, yes, a name we haven't heard in so long. Eli Roth's Ice Cream Man.
It's been 2,000 years.
And after seeing this teaser, good God, does this look good?
Yeah, it looks wonderfully like a classic 80s, not necessarily a monster movie, but a good like splatterfest type movie where it's going to be silly, it's going to be over the top, and it's the overall stakes are going to be high, but it's going to be stupid.
Oh,
and
100%.
I am all in for that type of movie because those are just fun. They're mindless, they're enjoyable. You can just go in, sit, grab some popcorn, have some like laughs and thrills at the different bullshit kills that go on. It's like you love it. You love it. It's good stuff. It brings me great joy, and hopefully we get to see another solid Eli Roth movie, because it honestly has been a while since we've had like a really like solid Eli Roth movie. He's done some stinkers here and there, unfortunately, but soon, because we have a teaser, and it shows, and it's not just like one of those little, oh look, the ice cream man's coming, ha ha ha, here's some sound from the ice cream vans. No, it's like you actually do get to see some footage. So it's, I wouldn't even call it a teaser. You know what it is?
What?
It's a mini trailer.
Yeah, no, that sounds about right.
Because it's like you do get some, or what I assume is going to be footage from the film that will be in the final product, and it does look like it's very already edited. It's already graded. It's like, I think that they're far enough along to where we're not going to be waiting long, and B, it looks good already. So I'm sold.
The only thing that I want from that movie, Clint Howard cameo.
You know what? That would be perfect because of his Ice Cream Man
Yes.
movie from like the early 90s.
Yeah, exactly. Like
That would
his
be
ice cream movie.
perfect.
Have a cameo, and you know what? It could be something as simple as he opens his door, seeing all the kids causing mayhem, and when he turns, a kid just hits him with a bat, kills him instantly. Just something like that, so where it's like, oh, we know it. We know why he's in there. Oh, and he's dead. Okay, yeah,
Or
good.
just kind of like he does that whole like open the door, sees what's going on.
Just
right-
kind of laughs and
the-
closes
just,
it.
Just kind of like, nope, seen this. And then
Nah. Or opens it, closes, locks the door, and you actually hear him lock the door.
like 7 locks or
Yeah.
something like that. That'd be great, and just see like the blinds come down, but they're actually like steel shutters.
Oh, he knew. So, next one. So this kind of goes away from like upcoming movies, more so at CinemaCon, the first presentation with Sony. Sony CEO went up on stage, talked about a couple things, and then kind of had some words for the theaters. Real quick, for people that don't really know what CinemaCon is, it's not your standard convention. Basically, what CinemaCon is all of the studios get all of the theater owners and chains and anybody connected with them, and obviously journalists and so forth. They come together, and basically the studios present, hey guys, this is the lineup, this is what we have. Oh, look, we have these trailers that you get to see first. And basically what it does is it allows the theaters to be like, oh, cool, so this is what we're getting in the next however many years. And then, they have meetings and discuss things, this and the other. Apparently the CEO pointed out, I believe it was like 2 or 3 things that he's been having issues with.
Okay.
The first issue is the length, the run of the movies. How nowadays, like, 40 days later you can watch it on streaming.
Yeah.
He doesn't like that. He believes
it's a blessing and a curse.
he believes it should be longer. He does believe that, hey, yeah, we have, because I believe originally the run times were 3 months.
Thereabouts.
Yeah, somewhere around there, right? And so he believes it should go back to that. And one of the arguments was, well, if we go back to that, this new movie coming out, we can't give it as many theaters. And he's like, so what? If you want us to make money, we have to keep it out longer. And if that means this movie that's coming out, instead of getting 200 screens, you're getting 100 screens, you got to kind of deal with it. And keep in mind, I'm paraphrasing what he said.
Or even just pick your scheduling.
Yeah.
Do it alternate days.
And then the other thing was ads. He believes that they either should be taken out completely or just cut down heavily, because apparently it's been reported that the reason why people don't buy tickets, you know how like back in the day, oh, get your tickets now. Everybody buys the ticket real quick, right? Online, you're buying it, even if it's like 2 months away. Reason why people don't do that now is because ads, they know, and this also causes them to show up later.
Yep.
Because it's like, oh, this movie starts at 2, but the actual movie itself doesn't start until 2:15 because
Or 2:20.
or 2:20 because that's how many ads are there.
Yep.
So that's why there's not a lot of people buying tickets as upfront as it once used to be. And then
It's like a solid 8 to 9 minutes of upcoming trailers is fine.
Yeah,
because then
that's
it's like, ooh, cool, things that are related to the movie I'm seeing. But yeah, when you're starting to get like fucking Coke ads or ads for other theaters and their chain or car insurance or shit like that, it's kind of like, okay, come on, guys.
Yeah.
It's like we're already paying you $20 for 2 hours of our time, and you're getting like 200 to 300.
and you're
people
basically
doing
putting
this.
commercials.
Yeah, it's like
And
we're
you're
still
just putting
getting
the commercials in the front, but you're putting commercials. And then the third thing, the overall thing, is just affordability.
Yeah.
That one of the key reasons why people don't go, especially families, which is a bigger demographic, is because for a person to go to the movie theaters, if you go and you buy your ticket, you buy a popcorn and a drink, and let's just say a candy.
Yeah.
One person,
It's about $50.
It's about $50, and he just kind of pointed out, he's like, yeah, like we need to figure something out that like, hey, we need to adjust these 3 things because that's what's hurting the movie industry. And I agree with him.
Oh, actually, yeah. It's like there's a lot of issues with the movie industry in general, but as far as financially, yeah, it's like the biggest cash that they're going to get, especially up front, is going to be from movie theater ticket sales. On the back end, after they've invested additional in like either server infrastructure or in physical production costs, that is additional costs that they have to put on later to potentially make even more on like the end of the movie's life. But theaters are far too expensive for you to not go on like a day when there's a big deal. Like that's like the only time I really go see movies anymore is if I'm out of town with the girlfriend, because then it's like, oh, we have a nice night out, let's go watch a movie. Or if it's like a deal day at the Sierra Vista Theater over here, like on the Tuesdays when they have the cheap theaters or cheap movies. Yeah, I think it's still like $5 on Tuesdays for, I think it's just matinee, but as long as it's not like a brand new movie, it's like $5 for the ticket. And then it's like, okay, I can get in, get some popcorn, get a drink, maybe a candy, and I can make it like a $30 day instead of $50 because I like my popcorn and I want the big popcorn. So I'm going to order the big popcorn. And in all honesty, that's another reason why it's kind of fucky, is because like the small, medium, and large popcorn, it doesn't make sense to buy a small popcorn.
No, it doesn't at all.
like-
even for kids,
Yeah,
it doesn't.
It's like, because the small popcorn is really fucking small and it's still like $10. So it's like you just get the large. It's like $1.50 additional compared to the like smallest one. At most, it's $1.50 additional, but then you can actually enjoy popcorn through the whole movie instead of just while the trailers are going. And then you get a free refill.
Yes.
So far, still. We'll see how that pans out.
We go to see a Master of the Universe. No free refills.
Yeah, no refills for you.
Damn it. Well, sticking on the whole finance thing. No, we're not going into like stocks or anything like that.
This is now a Crypto Bro podcast.
No, so remember when Phil Spencer retired?
Yep.
And everybody was like half of the audience was excited for the new CEO, but the other half weren't, because they found out that like she has no gaming experience.
Yeah, she was a marketing person.
Yeah, marketing.
Yeah.
Well, guess what?
What's up?
She believes Game Pass is too expensive.
Well, honestly, it is.
And
it is now.
She believes it's too expensive. She believes it is the heart of Xbox.
Yeah, right now it is what is keeping Xbox afloat, and it has gotten too expensive.
And she also believes it is not providing enough for it to be at that price tag.
Yeah, it's
Even though there's a lot on there, she believes there should be more with it than just what's there now.
Yeah, it's like, in all honesty, because one of the biggest issues that people have with Game Pass is that it's like, okay, you technically don't own anything. It's like, that's true. The biggest reason for Game Pass from Microsoft's perspective is as long as people do see the value in it, it is a consistent revenue stream. And if they can make it affordable for a mass portion of their audience to where they see the value in it, it's not only a constant revenue stream, but then it's going to be a growing constant revenue stream. Because one of the problems that they have is it's kind of like with PlayStation Plus or even things like Netflix, they keep raising the damn price. Wages are not matching the paces. So even though it's only being raised by like $1 or $2 a go, that's still a raise in price to where there's a certain point for everybody where it's like, okay, I can't afford to do this anymore, so I need to quit. And I reached that point a little while ago. So I like Game Pass. It was a lot of fun. We got to do a lot of stuff online and do a lot of stupid bullshit online. But I let Game Pass lapse long ago because like I couldn't just keep justifying. It's like, okay, here's another $5 here. Here's another $5 here. Because like when I joined Game Pass, it was like $12.99 a month. Now it's, what is it now? Like almost
30.
20
No,
or 30 now?
Yeah.
So it's like, it is too expensive for what it is. Because it's a subscription service.
Well, correction. The ultimate version, the one that has everything unlocked, is 30.
Yeah, that's the one to get. If it was still like 20 or even 25, 20 is like the sweet spot. But 20, even at 25, it's like, okay, I can justify that because like, okay, I can probably justify that additional $5 a month just because like there is a lot of value there for me as a player. But once it starts passing like that $25 mark and you're starting to encroach on like 30 to 50, it's like, that's where you do start to lose that. Like, okay, can I justify this? Because it's like that $5, it's like that could be, depending on what your situation is in life, it's like that could be another meal.
Yeah.
It's like that could be coffee for the day for you that you always look forward to.
You don't need coffee.
So it's like it's those little things, and that's why it's like once they smacked up above $20, it became less likely for me to keep it, and then they kept increasing. Like,
well, look at this for example.
It's like with Netflix. Once they passed $15 a month, I was like, I can't really justify this anymore, and I stopped subscribing to Netflix, and now it's like $22 a month for like their high def version on 2 screens.
Yeah, no, like take for example, something was pointed out. So, like I said, Game Pass Ultimate recently got increased to $30 a month. But when it got increased, they removed day one games from every tier except for Game Pass PC. And that's why she's pointing out the fact of like, hey, we have to justify.
Yeah, there needs to be a reason for it to be that much per month. Because that's, sure, Game Pass, especially like Game Pass Ultimate, not only does that give you like the online play, the discounts, and then you get like the Game Pass games that you can play as long as you have Game Pass. Removing the day one stuff from every other tier of Game Pass,
that's a huge mistake.
It is a huge mistake because even though it's kind of like, okay, this makes it harder for us to sell these games, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Because as long as like the game has already cost you money, the game is like by the time that it's out, the game has already cost you money. There is already the cost there. All you're looking forward to is making up that cost. especially like as Microsoft, like the company that made the game, they're already paid. They're already paid. They're already got everything going. Anything could be gravy as far as sales go, but your biggest concern as Microsoft, especially in that type of marketplace, is keep the steady subscriber flow. You always, with subscribers, it's like unfortunate, it's just kind of like stock market. You want growth. And increasing the costs to the consumer does not pretty much point towards growth. All it does is it points towards a higher revenue per person, but probably a lower amount of people partaking. So it's actually going to shrink your market as you increase that cost. Unless, of course, you increase the cost and you make it really worthwhile. If you make it really worthwhile, then yeah, by all means, cool, increase the cost to justify that shit. If you don't justify that shit, it's not going to happen. It's going to be bad for them. So it's a smart call from her. It's like there does need to be more value there.
Yep. And now it's time for me to be happy.
We cannot have that.
Oh, too bad. I was happy
Shit.
because the first teaser for Godzilla Minus Zero came out.
Ooh.
And he a big boy.
Oh yeah.
He so basically it kind of runs down. Oddly enough, there's an English over dialogue over scenes that are happening.
Interesting.
Basically, if you listen to it, it kind of, well, they did in the first movie, -1, at one point, like apparently the United States was going to help them deal with Godzilla.
Interesting. Well, that was weird.
Okay. So gonna help them with Godzilla, but the war had just finished and it was America had determined, hey, if we start sending our ships out to your sea, other people might think something's going on, and boom, we're right back into the war. So, they don't help them. Well, apparently this, the what is it called when speaking over something?
Oh, narration.
Thank you.
Yeah.
God, I can't think of
Gotta
the word.
love it when that happens.
I know. So the narration makes it seem like it's a basically makes it seem like they were getting ready to drop another nuke if the Japanese didn't kill Godzilla.
Huh.
And now in this movie, I love it because first off, he's big and burly. A lot of people have looked at his design because I don't know if you know much about his design. Obviously, there's different eras, different versions.
Oh yeah.
But there was one version, I believe it was just in the comics and maybe a game, where he had, the spikes on his back. So he had like some spikes on his shoulders, and that is Super Godzilla. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people think that, this might be not Super Godzilla, but definitely a callback to him because in one scene comes out the water, literally looks like he has football pads on with like old school WWF Legion of Doom with the spikes on the shoulder pads.
Oh, I love that.
And he looks angry.
Valid.
Yeah, he looks angry. There is a weird scene where homie from the first movie, the pilot, the one dealing with the grief and everything, he's crying like always. Sorry, but he was a crier. And there's some weird blue aura going around, lifting up buildings and all types of debris just kind of floating around. I hate to use this reference because I know a lot of people hated it. Remember the Suicide Squad movie?
Yep.
Remember that big circle of like rubble and everything that was just circling in the sky?
Yep.
Kind of looks something similar like that, but good. Yeah, I'll say that.
Well, yeah. We should stipulate the first.
Yeah, the
Suicide.
first Suicide.
Not the second one. Everybody kind of loved.
Well, no. The second one called The Suicide Squad.
You're right.
Yep. See, there we go.
Okay, differentiation.
See, I am a nerd. But yeah, so then it ends. Beautiful scene. Oh, it does show the little girl who apparently is sick. So people are kind of thinking, oh, the radiation.
Yeah, that would track.
It shows homegirl. She's got the eye patch over her eye. They don't show anything about the black that was spreading on her neck. So we don't know about that yet. But a lot of people think the little girl looking sick, probably it's the radiation poisoning from, Godzilla just being there. And the final scene from the teaser, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. We hear him walking. So, well, it opens. Statue of Liberty. See him walking in the background, right? Like you're gonna pass him. But when he takes his next step, he's like 10 stories taller than it. He is a big, big boy.
He is a big boy.
He's
our big boy.
Even the new poster for the movie shows New York City. It's all cloudy and foggy. What's that one really tall building?
Empire State?
Yeah, Empire State Building. And his big ass tail is wrapped around it. Not like around the building, but just kind of looped around. And it looks bigger than the building. So it's like, yo, he's big.
He's our big boy.
You know, so, and he's not the only kaiju in the movie.
Yeah, which is always nice.
So I don't know how many cities are gonna survive this because yeah. So yeah, I was able to be happy. You can't take that from me.
It's the little things that make our hearts leap with joy.
So this was something I wanted your opinion on.
Yes.
So Warner Brothers has kind of a cool idea. They decided to they have a new label, a new film label.
Uh-huh.
It's called Clockwork.
Kind of based off Clockwork Orange.
Yeah, which honestly, that's a smart thing to do. It really is.
Now they even use the fucking font.
I know, right? And so what they did is essentially it's A24, but Warner Brothers.
I'm happy that we're going to get more of those types of movies where they're a little bit more, I don't necessarily want to say arty, but things that have a more focused direction and style like A24's does. Because like there's like an A24 look to movies a lot of times. So it will be nice to have more movies that are like that. But with Warner Brothers in the position that it is currently in, that worries me, because whoever if Netflix got it, even then with this new kind of like label associated with Warner Brothers, I'm not 100% sure that they would really do anything decent with it. And Paramount, I cannot trust them to do anything decent with it, because they've run most of their franchises into the ground.
Well, don't forget, they're according to them, we're going to be getting 40 movies a year from them.
Please, God, no.
Yeah.
Please, God.
But the reason why this all apparently was able to come about is because they managed to secure, I guess you would say, the rights or something, to Sean Baker's upcoming movie, Te Amo.
Oh, okay.
So that's apparently going to be the first one under that Clockwork label. And real quick, talking about what you were just saying, I didn't mark it, but just kind of touch base on it. Apparently, there's over 1,000 signatures against the merger of Paramount and Warner Brothers, and it's like actors, directors, big names in Hollywood. You can look it up, guys, if you want to read more about it. Just want to kind of point that out real quick. So who knows? So because it does kind of go with what you're saying about this, like, because what if this merger gets stopped? Then what happens to this?
Or what if the merger goes through? They've just started this label, and then fucking, like, say Paramount does end up getting them. What if they're kind of like, nah, fuck this. This is where we're going to throw we're going to make a whole bunch of art house Star Trek.
Oh, no. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, it's like, I wouldn't trust, because again, Paramount has not been treating their franchises that they own very well. And on top of that, I don't think I've heard Paramount release heard of anything that Paramount is in the process of producing or releasing that has any level of excitement from me. So it's like, I don't know if I could trust them to do anything smart with the franchises that they have, or with getting a whole bunch of new franchises in the way of like Warner Brothers. So it's like, there is a lesser of two evils in the whole merger situation. Best outcome is still Warner Brothers just stays by itself and nothing fucking changes. That is the best case option here. Lesser of two evils is Netflix, even though Netflix is still pretty evil.
Yeah, but okay, let's move along. move along.
Yeah, well, I think we got time for about two more here.
Alrighty.
Two more topics, even though we still probably got like 30.
So, well, this one's actually a pretty good one because this is for the next Superman movie, Man of Tomorrow. Andor star Adria Arjona, I believe I pronounced it correctly, joins the cast. Now, there's two
There's a little
things.
speculation.
There's some speculation. The one speculation is she is Diana Prince, which would thus make her the new Wonder Woman.
Okay.
The other speculation is that she's Maxima, because apparently Maxima is supposed to appear in the movie. And then there's a third speculation. The third speculation is that Maxima is not even in the movie at all. They just said Maxima to cover for the fact that Wonder Woman is going to be in the movie.
You know what I would really like and what would be really interesting? Of course, it will require some special effects because she is a petite female.
Mm-hmm.
I would love it. I would love it if they just went straight in, because now we already have him established as a character. What if they cast her as Big Barda?
I knew you were going to say that.
That's like, and then we're starting to go straight into like the dark side shit.
Oh, yeah. No,
Like,
start going there.
I would like that. Like Big Barda, they could introduce Miracle Man
Well, they did...
or Mr. Miracle.
Yeah, Mr. Miracle. The Corn Sweat, I believe of Corn Sweat, or somebody on the movie, working on the movie, said that this movie is one of the key things about it is that it is a unique team up between two individuals, meaning potentially Superman and
Then
Lex.
they could, if it's going to be a unique team up, then they could not do Wonder Woman because that's like Tuesday.
Yeah.
So it's like, it would be interesting to see like Big Barda, but then it's like, I'm thinking, it's like, what would be an interesting casting or like character choice for that? For an interesting casting choice, they could cast her as Zatanna. She looks the part.
That could work. That actually could work.
It's like she looks the part, and I think that would be actually a very interesting casting choice, especially for the cinematic universe, and that could open the door to a lot of other things in DC.
The magic-based characters. Yeah, I agree.
I'm gonna, even though it will probably be like Wonder Woman, I'm gonna throw my hat in the ring and put 50 on the fact that she gets cast as Zatanna, and I'm gonna be very disappointed and $50 poorer, but I'm gonna put my hat in that.
Yeah, because I know there's been rumblings talking about how the next villain is Brainiac, and thus Superman and Lex have to work together. There's rumors that Lex is finally gonna put the power suit on, and we're gonna see and we're gonna see them have to work together. Obviously, with Supergirl coming out soon, Lobo's there. We don't even know what that movie could hint to.
It's like we might get a slight introduction to Apocalypse.
Exactly. We could get start with her, because remember, she has had her own run-ins with Darkseid.
Yeah, and then what is it? The New Gods.
Yeah. So you can go from that route. It's all good. She's I've watched Andor. She's a great actress. So honestly, you could, unless you are purposely miscasting her, you could give her any role, and I think she would nail it.
Yeah, it's like, and I not only that, but it's like, again, I think that personally she looks the part to where the two roles that I would cast her for, it's like, of course, one will require some additional CG for her, just due to size, would be like either cast her as Big Barda or Zatanna. But I think that having Zatanna, especially if Corn Sweat's saying like, hey, this is going to be a very kind of interesting team up, like an original team up type thing. It's like, you cannot, if you're going to be advertising, especially through your actors in that way, you cannot go with like a mainstay. You cannot go with the mainstay. And thankfully, James Gunn is somebody who does not typically go with mainstays a lot of times. So it's like, I could see him pulling Zatanna in to a Superman movie.
You just really want to see Zatanna.
Well, it'd be really cool.
I imagine someone right now just counted how many times you said her name.
Oh, probably a lot. Bitch ass Isaiah, give me a number. Yeah, but I think that would be the best course of action if they want like an original team up. Because they could even do Black Canary, but again, I think like Barter is going to be the way to go.
Yeah. So obviously we're pretty much running out of time, if not out of time. But let's finish with this one last story because again, it draws back to somebody connected to our favorite show. So Sydney Chandler, Wendy herself from Alien Earth.
Yes.
It is confirmed that she has been cast as Nosferatu in the season 2 of Creature Commandos.
I think that's honestly a really good casting.
That's a solid casting, and
she has the voice for that.
Oh yeah, and it looks like the lineup for season 2 is, without saying spoilers, and I'll leave it vague about what happens to everybody else. The Bride, King Shark, Callus, and Nosferatu.
Ooh, yeah.
And that doesn't mean that all the other characters are dead if you haven't seen the series yet, which if you haven't, it's a crime. They're not all dead. I can confirm that. So, but the main creature commandos, those are going to be them. So that's good. I love the fact that James Gunn is running with this and really pulling like, oh, this is a cool character. Oh, this is cool. Like, it kind of looks like, somebody put him in like that whole thing about being a little kid being put in a room full of toys. Which toys do you play with?
Oh, yes.
And he's just like, oh, I'm going to try all of this. And season 1 was great.
Yeah, it really was. It really, really was.
It was so good. So hopefully season 2 just continues.
Now, I do have a question about that one specifically, and it's more or less it's a philosophical question. How many people are going to have their awakening like we did with Demona from Gargoyles with Nosferatu?
I think it depends on how the character is portrayed.
That is entirely true.
I think that's going to be the deal because let's be real, the Bride just
true. And it really is kind of funny when I make these references because it's like as I was growing up, and it's like I've only I'm 40. I just had this realization the other day. It's like, 90% of my first crushes on characters in media
were all the villains.
Well, no, they were all fucking female monster villains, or just female monster characters. And I was just kind of like, oh, that explains a lot.
Dude, right now, when you said Demona, like saying it right there, I guarantee you there's a listener out there that's like,
yeah, that tracks.
They're like men of culture.
Yes. yes. But yeah, it's like, I had that realization moderately recently where I was like, oh, that actually explains a lot about me.
Yep.
So that's where my family went wrong. Oh yeah.
So yeah, that'll be, honestly though, it'll be good. We'll just see how the character is portrayed, and actually just overall see where they're gonna go with it.
Honestly, yeah. There's a lot of places they can go with Creature Commandos, and so far I have not been disappointed with the Gunverse, and
same.
He has my trust right now. He does. So
tomorrow we find out he's leaving, and there that goes.
Yeah, that's like right after all the praise. Great. No, it's like his departure is going to be announced after I fucking hit stop record in about 15 minutes. It's like I'm going to hit stop record. Or not even 15 minutes, probably like 5. But I'm going to hit stop record. We're going to be like, good episode. James Gunn's leaving. Fuck.
Well, that happened to us on multiple episodes already.
Yeah,
where we were talking.
Literally. People have died like right during our fucking podcast. We've had like major news announcements come up like right as we finish recording. And it's always the times when we're on like a tangent and not actively looking at the news.
I'm just going to set up another screen that it'll like keep refreshing for us as we're talking.
Like a ticker.
Yeah, just so that it just goes through. So like, hey, what about that? Yes. Real quick though, something you might like. So apparently Clayface CinemaCon, it is being described as a riveting body horror. thriller.
It's like I can totally see that, especially with the fact that Clayface is the center of the movie and not just a character.
I'm actually optimistically looking forward to this because it's either going to be, I'm going to use this just to show you the parallels. It's either going to be the Batman or it's going to be Morbius / Craven.
Yeah, it can go one of two ways, in all honesty.
Yeah.
Those are good parallels for that, especially as far as like the hero and superhero and villain movies go. Or here's a better parallel. It could be Venom or it could be Venom 3.
Venom 3. Venom 3, there was something there.
Yeah, there's something
There was something
there.
there was something there.
As long as we just don't get a Venom 2.
Yeah. Like, I'll say this: each Venom movie has good things in it.
Yeah.
2 and 3, they both have some good. I still think 1 was the best one.
Oh yeah, by far.
Just overall. 2 and 3, you can.
There's bits and pieces that have good.
Carnage and Shriek, they were great. I believe it was Shriek, right?
I think it was Shriek.
The girl.
Yeah, I believe it was Shriek.
They were great, but they're in the wrong movie.
Yeah.
And then 3, you just put too much in.
There was too much and not enough time for anything to really grow on the audience or to be processed, and then it wasn't as... I don't think it was as in your face about certain things as it could have been.
Yeah, like the thing for me was, the reveal at the end, the big battle, the Venom Rangers. Oh, they're there. Oh, quick, show what each of them can do. Oh, now start killing them right away.
Yeah.
That for me was like, you really didn't need to do that. Like had you done in the beginning of the movie where the symbiotes got loose and then Venom was trying to track them down before those aliens found them, then that's something.
That would have been a lot better.
That's like okay, because you could have made it to where we're following these humans now who are like, crap, what do I do? And the symbiote's talking to them. Okay, now what do? Do they start lashing out and killing people? Do they stay good? Do they go with the military? Do they get killed by those creatures? Like, that would have been, to me, a better movie. Even, I don't even know if it's ever in the comics or whatever. That doesn't matter. Venom's Venom. But to me, that would have been like, okay, cool. This is something with actual stakes. The movie overall is like, yeah, you showed the Venom Rangers at the end, and then they just quickly started dying.
Yeah, there were some bad choices. So again, it could be Venom 1 or it could be Venom 3. Let's just hope it's not Venom 2.
Oh, yeah, real quick. Call of Duty movie announced 6/30/28. So basically another war movie.
What they're doing is they're taking the script for Saving Private Ryan.
Probably.
And they're just adding a few more F-bombs and some racist words. And they're going to hire streamers to voice the people who are just going to be behind masks, and you're not going to have any real characters.
Or they could do one thing. Make it a ghost movie.
They could make it a ghost movie, or they could just pretty much one for one or close to one for one redo Black Ops 1 or 2, and people would actually probably love that. That's about it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not against it. Yeah. But it's just, when you think Call of Duty, you're like, oh, war movie. Oh, wait, there's already a million war movies out there. You're really going
and when
to...
are we going to get the next one? Probably the following year, made by a different studio.
Yeah, so it's like, you're really going to have to sell this.
Yeah.
And then, Street Fighter trailer finally dropped.
Best part of that trailer to me was Cammy.
I thought you were about to say the best part of that trailer was the fact that Dan only got like half a second on screen.
Yeah, it's like he was there for like half a second. I saw him, I was like, and then it cut away from him. I was like, okay, good, my blood pressure can go back down. But yeah, the best part of that trailer is Cammy.
I'm gonna say this: when I first saw it, didn't hate it, but was lukewarm to it.
Yeah, it's there's and I hate the music for it.
Yeah. That belongs on another movie.
Yeah, that belongs totally for another movie, and I also hate that particular mix of that song.
Yeah.
It really, like, what's going on, the way that they've been using that lately with that specific mix, I fucking hate it.
I get why they used it for the trailer. I get what you're trying to convey.
It feels so out of place. It doesn't convey any energy whatsoever for Street Fighter. and it does not convey like excitement for a action movie. It is not the song for that trailer or that movie. I think it was a very bad decision from a like just production standpoint to use that for marketing. But that's my opinion.
The only thing,
I'm just some dude in fucking Fresno.
The only thing that I can think of is, wasn't that movie, I mean, not that movie, that song released in 93?
Yeah, well, the original version of it.
Okay, yeah. The movie's set in 93. That's why. That's
like,
the only reason I can think why they put it.
That makes sense, like temporally. But again, the mix for that song that they used, that kind of like the slightly orchestral epic version of it. It's like that song is not meant for that. It does not sound good like that. Yeah, obviously I have fucking words about that. And again, that's why the best part of that trailer is fucking Cammy.
I have an issue with her hair.
The hair is not the greatest, but
yeah,
I love the attitude.
Oh no, the attitude,
the overall look outside of the little bit with the hair, but the overall look, the
looks
attitude, even the makeup,
the little snippy,
the whole
remark,
costume. Yeah, it's like
the snippy remark where she's like,
that is so far she is my favorite character from the trailer by a country mile.
Yeah, no, I just love that whole everybody's so obsessed with your thighs. I don't get it, or something like that, and just walks away.
Yeah, it's like I love her character so far. It's like I actually I do like Chung-Li a little bit, but I'll need to see more of her character to see if I'm going to be attached to the character of Chun-Li.
I'm afraid about her character.
Yeah,
because there's a line she says.
There's a few lines, but then also just there are some shots in there that make it seem like she's not really Chun-Li, that we know.
The line that I'm worried about is when someone tells her, "How did you find me?" And she's like, "I'm paid to find champions." I'm like, oh,
yeah, it's like,
no.
I don't. Chun-Li would never be working for Bison.
Yeah, like, and you know, we're not even trying to be like well, actually, no. It's just
fuck that. I am.
It's just, you know, even though Street Fighter doesn't have the most solid lore, the characters individually have their own lores.
Yeah, and Chun-Li is pretty. And she worked for Interpol, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
That's always been kind of like a part of her character, is once they actually gave them real storylines. It's like she's part of Interpol. She's technically a police officer, even though she dressed like she does.
I will say, though.
But that was all kind of a part of like the 90s, and that you had to have ethnic-y costumes.
I will say, though, costuming-wise, even Guile's flat top, everything works in this movie. Because that's what I said when I first saw it. Well, keep in mind, when I saw the trailer, I just woke up. Oh, yeah. So I was just like, oh, okay. Then I watched it again. I actually watched it 2 more times. Yeah. I was like, let me watch it 2 more times, really focus in. And then I saw it, and I was like, oh, wait. They're actively, or at least hopefully, they're actively going more campy. Because they know, they either know or knew, okay, Mortal Kombat's going to have a bit more serious tone. So let us be the more campy one, the more like, yo, there's a guy fighting a car, you know, like this, you know, like.
It's like Zangief does his finisher or sets up his finisher. We don't see if he actually lands it fully on Ken into a car.
Exactly. And so, like, first off, they did not cast Zangief. They found Zangief. That man is just Zangief.
Yeah, he is Zangief.
And so once I realized that, I was like, then I was like, oh, okay, I like this. And then I saw the fighting, and I saw like them wearing the costume. First off, there's actually a not tease, kind of like a tribute to the original movie. That picture of Ryu and Ken at the karaoke bar. Yeah. Those are the same outfits that the Ryu and Ken in the first movie wore when they met up with Sagat.
And my biggest kind of like, is it does seem like the kind of the costuming and the character points in their storylines for at least some of the characters, specifically like Ryu and Ken, is from different points in the Street Fighter history.
Yeah, no, it is. It is.
Like Ryu, his storyline looks like it's from much further in Street Fighter canon, where Ken's is almost his alpha. Yeah. But it's like he has points of like, okay, he's a little bit further along, but his look and a lot of his character mannerisms are from like Alpha. Or from the Alpha series, I should say. We're a little bit more cocksure, has that kind of like I'm the greatest type of energy to him. But then, of course, we do know that he is down on his luck, which is a little bit later in the storyline. So they're taking a little bit of here and there from different points for certain characters. But it's like at this point, I will probably see it. Because mostly it'll probably be you and Josie that force me to.
Oh yeah, you have no choice.
But right now, my primary interest with the movie is going to be Cammy, and the eventual Akuma and Ryu fight. Because that little tease there, like, okay, I want to see what they do.
That actually looked good. Blanca didn't look that bad, even though it's a really quick. Oh, he breaks out of something and he's just moving
roars a little bit.
It didn't look bad because that could have been something that like, the minute you see it, been like, no. So optimistic. I know what type of movie this is hopefully going to be.
Yeah.
And at the very most, I hope that when we go see it, we just have fun.
Yeah. Honestly, as long as it's fun.
Except for every time Dan's on screen.
Yeah. Every time Scholes comes up on screen, you'll just hear me in the back of the theater. Boo!
Although I do agree with the internet, I think there is a reason why he only has like half a second on that trailer, especially for the first trailer. Like, I think
he's probably dog awful.
Yeah,
but oh well, we'll see. And we do have more news and such, but we have run over our normal amount of time, and people need to sleep. People need to go to work. People need to actually pay attention to their bosses while they're listening to this. And, well, we're going to see how the introduction to the episode goes. See how that plays with Spotify. If they detect that 10 seconds and care. If they don't, then yay me, because I like that. Besides that, though, we'll cover some more Hollywood and CinemaCon news next week, because there is still more.
I know, surprisingly, and not to mention like other things outside of CinemaCon.
Yeah, it's like there's been some gaming news. There's been all kinds of just other stuff. I mean, we did take a little bit of time to kind of do some like a little behind the curtain and some like, hey, some plans that we're kind of looking forward to here in the near future. And thankfully,
and then your bathroom break.
That's true. On my bathroom break, gotta make sure we make their bladders happy. And as we know, everybody sits and listens to this, and one's sitting with no time to go to the bathroom. It's mandatory. But yeah, the next week I'm going to be out of town. Except I will be back in time to do a podcast on Friday.
Oh, nice. Let's go.
So I'll be able to report back and tell you how the girlfriend liked the concert that I'm taking her to.
Oh yeah, that's story time.
Yeah, we'll
do
have time for a little story time next week. And in the meantime, this will just consider this episode a Zatanna Monster Girl and Cammy appreciation episode, I guess.
I see it now.
Yeah, it's like millennial media shaped me, and it was mostly Monster Girls.
We have to put that on a t-shirt.
Yeah, no kidding. It's like I've got to find a way to do some good screen printing for cheap. So I guess I guess I'm gonna have to just give the outro a go here, because it is that time. So this has been the Shenanigoons podcast with music provided by Incompetech.com from Kevin MacLeod. We have been not brought to you by definite some like cream soda float-esque soft drinks. This has been John and my lovely co-host.
Sorry, I'm looking at the Masters of the Universe gummies. My name's Jose. You guys know that. Lead me to these gummies. Bye.
And enjoy. Have a good weekend. A good week. And, just as always, because we love you, get fucked. Because Josie's not here, Laboo.